Today's video is kindly brought to you by Squarespace, the all-in-one website building platform that's designed to help you and your business stand out online.
Hi there, how you all doing? I hope you're all doing well. So I like to have all of my videos just kind of planned out a few weeks in advance so I know what I'm doing. This video was like a literally last minute addition because I discovered this product existed yesterday evening and I went out and I purchased it because I just knew I needed to do it right now because honestly this made me more excited to film than any of my other ideas. So today I'm testing out another product by a childhood brand. Recently, Crayola released their All Grown Up collection, which is essentially art supplies for adults. And it's like a whole thing. And I filmed myself using those art supplies. They also recently did an adults night at the Crayola experience, which I also made a video on. Interestingly enough though, yesterday while I was scrolling Instagram, 3 separate people who I do not follow popped up on my feed opening a giant PR box from Play-Doh. And I'm like, that's weird. Why is Play-Doh sending grown adults Play-Doh? Well, this is why. Play-Doh has now released some adult craft kits, and I don't know if it's just less people are having kids now. I don't know if it's just that trend of like missing the 90s. I think now more than ever it's more acceptable to like go back to our roots in our childhood and just be proud of the things we loved as a kid. I feel like whatever the reason, Play-Doh has released a $40 craft kit for adults, and it is this beautiful bouquet of Play-Doh. Actually, they do several kits. The one I purchased was $40. It was the only one I was able to get a hold of literally the day after I saw it advertised. But they do have $25 kits too. So I'm going to link all of the available ones in the description down below if you want to check them out. And I have a lot of questions. First question being, are these just going to go hard and then just break and crumble and be no good? Or do they have special properties that kind of make them a bit flexible so they don't break easily? But I purchased this with my own money and we're going to try it out today to see if it's actually worth $40, if this is worth you trying for yourself as a grown adult. I feel like it's a shameless way of being able to be like, hey, I'm a grown adult and I'm playing with Play-Doh again. And it's not weird. It looks really cool. I'm very excited to see if this is any good or not. In case you're wondering, if you have celiac, this does still unfortunately contain wheat, so it's not celiac friendly. Shout out to my friend Lily for that because she unfortunately deals with celiac. So if you do struggle with that, do not buy this kit. Okay, so let's get started. Bloom by Play-Doh. They actually have a few different types of these kits. I purchased the pink one because it was the one I was able to get a hold of, but they do have a few of them. Ooh, look how neatly this is all put in here. Okay, so we have a little vase. They even give you a vase. That's nice. An instruction manual. And it basically tells you in detail exactly how you put the pieces together to make the exact flowers you're looking for. That's really cool, whatever that is. The base. Have these pieces here. So you stick different ones on to make the exact designs you need to put the flowers together, basically. So just like the crazy hair Play-Doh plastic things we used to get, where you'd like push it down, the like wormy hair would come out. Same concept, just for less fun things. We have some fake leaves to go in our bouquet. These pieces, which I guess go in the middle of the petals. Cool. Wow, this is very full. This is a very full kit. Well put together. The plastic thing that goes in the middle of the smush thing. What appears to be a plastic toothbrush, which I'm sure we'll figure out what that's for shortly. More leaves, and we have all of the stems for the flowers that we're going to make. A ton of stems. Very cool. And we have these, which I'm not sure the difference, to be honest, but there's more stems, there's some shorter ones. Oh, you know what? Maybe this is for like some like lavender looking flowers where you need like lots of little, I don't know. I'll read the instructions. Then we have the actual Play-Doh. This does not feel like regular Play-Doh though, so it's obviously a different formula so that it works better. It feels different to air dry clay. That's the weird thing. It's almost like a completely different texture to anything that I've seen before. We have Blooms something. I'm not sure what that is, but we have all of these colors to make our flowers. These are like leaves. I mean, obviously they blatantly leaves, Chloe, but the flower petals must go on top of these, and then you have this that goes in something like that. We'll figure it out as we go, obviously. And then we also have this spray, which I'm not sure if that's like a gloss or what that is. Maybe it helps it dry, not sure. Again, we'll figure it out. Perfection is optimal, thank goodness for that. This bouquet has been curated with colors and shapes that harmonize well no matter what you choose to do. Mistakes are welcome and even encouraged. It's going to look great, trust us. Well, this is me we're talking about, so we'll figure it out. Okay, so the spray is finishing spray. It helps your bouquet stay beautiful. So is it like a spray on Mod Podge or something. I can't tell. Okay, so we have to make 12 bloomed flowers. So we'll take one of these out. I'm gonna make it exactly as it looks on the box, I think. I mean, maybe I'll stray from their design at some point, but for now, it smells like Play-Doh. I'm so excited. Okay, so I don't know why I'm doing that because it's gonna get squished anyway. Where's a little toothbrush thing? I've lost it already. There it is. Bloomed flowers. So this thing, basically, depending on which flower you're making, you use this to clean segments. So these are the segments between each flower. Or if it says not to clean it between the flower, I guess it kind of blends the colors together if you don't clean it. So they've really thought of everything. I'm actually really impressed with this so far. Okay, so choose blended flowers. Okay, so I guess I'm just gonna make a combination of any of these then. Let's start off by making, I like flower 4. Let's use that one. So we need section number 7. These are numbered, so there's 7. 7, we need 5. And 1, which is here. Then we need to take this one. Okay, it is a little bit confusing at first, but I am learning as I go. I'm not a fan of the plastic that they put it in though. It's very hard to like, oh, there we go. Okay, so we need it like that size. So I guess there. So put the first piece in. Then we need a yellow piece. Then we need a little bit of white and pink. Then we take this thing, stick this on the end. I am moving you so that you can see this. That is the coolest thing I've ever seen. I don't think I put enough pink in the top. That's the only thing, but it's okay. Now, twist it gently and hold the flower center. And so twist it. I mean, it's a dodgy little flower, but how cool is that? My mind is blown, like genuinely. So then we take a stem and just like, okay, well, this is our first flower, therefore it's a little bit shite, but it's okay. Right, what did I do wrong? Leaving some compound gives your petals a gradient effect. You've made your first flower. Let them dry for 1.5 hours before you put a stem on. Well, I missed that. It was in like a little bit in the bottom that I missed, so we're gonna let that dry. Okay, that was awesome. I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna make another one though. I'm gonna do it a little bit different this time though. I'm not even joking when I say that I would buy this for somebody as a gift. Genuinely, this is so good. So good. Like, it's just so good. I'm honestly in shock how good it is. I'm using my own color combination now, so please excuse if it looks a bit crap. Oh, this is gonna be a cool one. How it just like all comes up together. It's so awesome. Oh, it's just so good. So this is the same flower pattern, but with different colors and some of the color left over from this flower. So they look really different, but it's still the same pattern, which is cool. I'm obsessed. The cool thing about this kit is it works in your favor if the colors get mixed up. It is absolutely genius because if they're blended together, the flowers look even more natural. This was genius. Whoever came up with this idea, absolute genius. So I'm cleaning it out to make different flowers now. Okay, so now let's go ahead and make a different one. I want to make flower 6. That one looks pretty good. So we need 6. 4, then we need number 5. Where's number 5? Is this 5? Yeah, okay, 5 is kind of dirty. Let's use our plastic brush. For this one, we need to alternate colors. So we need white, pink, white, pink, white, pink, then just white. So we're gonna go off the script a little bit. Okay, now we need yellow and, right, now we're just gonna like, do you see that? How cool. Is that cool or what? Right, we're gonna twist it. Okay, twisting, twisting, twisting. And that came out pretty cool. It doesn't look as good as their flower does. Yeah, theirs looks slightly better than mine does, we will say, but I like it. I like it a lot. So we have 4 flowers. We need to make 12. Let's do a simple flower. I'm just gonna do like a random one now, using the colors that are already in here, because why not? I'm just gonna do some random colors now to use up this Play-Doh that is just kind of mush. I think it's probably gonna look a bit messy, but it's okay. I still don't like these plastic things that they're in. They're very hard to open and sometimes they don't just rip all the way down. There we go. Okay, let's try this one. This is a strange combo. I don't think it's the same combo I had before, but let's use a rose and one of these. Whoa, look at that. Isn't that cool? That is amazing. I can't like get over what a cool concept this is. I think this one's gonna be a little bit of a clown flower, but that's okay. Wow, actually, I love this one. It came out so pretty. Does it make sense there's a rose in the middle? I don't know. Really cool. I think the petals are probably out a little bit too far, but I think that came out very nicely. This is definitely like regular Play-Doh, but it's not drying quite as fast. Okay. Let's clean these out and we'll make some more flowers. I only have 5 right now, so we're not even halfway with them. I am making such a freaking mess here right now. 4. 4. Then we're gonna use another 4. So we just need Can I have it back? Put that in there. I'm just gonna make it a little bit unique and put some scraps in. Some white and purple. Then I'm gonna go back to white. I'm gonna put this down here before I start. Oh, this looks like a bit like a carnation, a little bit. Ooh, I like it. There's that one. Is that pretty? Don't touch it. Whoa, I love this one.
Okay, just taking a break to talk about today's sponsor, Squarespace. Now, I've used Squarespace for years for my website portfolio, and I actually just finished another art piece today, so I'm going to add that. Squarespace has so many features beyond just what I'm using it for. Not only do they have thousands of professional templates and a collection of cutting-edge design tools, you can have an online store where you can sell your products, services, prints. Online payments are easy, and built-in tools give you the option for inventory, shipping, and fulfillment. I've used several platforms over the years for online sales for different reasons, but I love using Squarespace for certain product print drops. No matter where you start, your website is flexible to what you need. With intuitive drag and drop editing, you can move and adjust things exactly as you want it with no experience required. So if you choose to start your own website, SEO tools on Squarespace help your website to get discovered fast. All websites are optimized with meta descriptions, so your website has a better chance of showing in search engines for customers. So if you want to try Squarespace for yourself, go to squarespace.com/ChloeRoseArt for a free trial, and when you're ready to launch, use code ChloeRoseArt. And thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video.
This is so messy. This time I'm going to use a pink one. And again, I'm going by the guide kind of for the order, but not necessarily for the colors, just because I have so much left over like waste like this that I don't want it to go to waste. Okay, my only issue is it keeps popping off the bottom, and I don't know if it's because I've got too much Play-Doh or if I've not locked it on properly, but it keeps happening. Voila, a purple flower. That is so cool. I know I keep saying, I feel like I'm just saying the same thing over and over again, but this is really genuinely such a fun idea. So another option is the hand-formed flowers, which you're supposed to make 3 of. I'm, again, to reduce waste, just gonna use like this. I don't want it to look like leftover Play-Doh, but I'm probably just gonna like mix it into its own color. And you do still need this thing, which gets very dirty. Okay, so we use section number 4, place it on here. Then we fill it up with Play-Doh. Then we literally just push it down like this. Okay, so then we have our petals. We have a stem. We're supposed to make it stick to the stem, but it does not want to stick to the stem. Okay, let's try a different ball. Let's try this ball. Okay, this one's sticking a little better. No, it's not. Okay, that is wobbly. So I don't really know what's going on with that. I don't know if I'm doing this correctly. This does not look very good, but I mean, I think it can pass. Don't love it. but it'll do for now. Okay, so these have now been like hardening for about 2 hours. And unlike traditional Play-Doh, it's still flexible. It's not at all like crumbly or hardened. I think it's probably dry, but I can still make indentations with my fingers. So this is definitely not just your regular Play-Doh. It does tell you to use the spray an hour and a half after you've done it. So I'm not sure if maybe the spray is like a kind of, like I said, Mod Podge that sort of hardens it a little bit. I'm not too sure until I do it. But these are the flowers we have so far. This one's kind of ugly, but whatever. There's another one. This was our first one. This one's kind of ugly too, to be honest. But we have a good combination here of different flowers. So we're up to 7 flowers. I'm gonna do one now that I haven't done yet. I didn't even have to do this because this was left out and it's still soft. It's still bendable. It hasn't dried or hardened at all in the last 2 hours. So I love that. So for this flower, we need purple and pink. There is quite a lot of combinations of flowers you can make. Like, you have 12 different flowers on this sheet, but you could easily make more than that. Wow, okay. Oh, I didn't put the bloody... I could just do that. Haha, cool, okay. This one turned out beautiful. This is my favorite one so far. Like, it is absolutely stunning. It reminds me of a hibiscus a little bit. Well, minus the rose in the middle. That is gorgeous. Big fan of that one. I actually like that one so much. I think I'm gonna get rid of this one. I think I'm gonna mush this one up and I'm gonna do this design again. I think I'll do like a pinky purple one and white for this flower. I like though that it's not hardened yet, so that if I want to do another flower or do it differently, I can do that because now I've had a bit of practice at it. I can make it better than I did before. So maybe I should do opposite. Maybe I should do purple and then pink, the opposite colors for the next flower, because that could look really good. Honestly, one thing I would do if I was Play-Doh is sell these like bloom Play-Doh sticks, so that if you have the kit already, you can just go ahead and make even more if you want to. And literally the day after I filmed this video, would you believe, the Play-Doh Instagram account promoted the fact they're now selling individual packs of these Play-Dohs, so you can reuse these as many times as you want. Okay, this one came out a little bit more messy, but I still like it. Okay, this one is a bit of a hot mess. I like the colors that I used. I think I'm gonna fold over the leaves though, just to kind of, I don't know. Some are folded, some aren't, and I think it looks nice with them folded. Okay, I'm excited for this one because I haven't done it yet. And I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. Whoa. It's very hard finding the balance of enough of the Play-Doh. And if you put too much in, it pops it off. But if you don't put enough, then it misses off petals. Oh, this one's beautiful. There's this one, very unique. Okay, so we have one more to make. I think we need probably more pink. We have a couple of pink left over, so I'm gonna use those for this last one. I'm gonna use orange instead of yellow because I don't seem to have any yellow left, which is weird. I think this is the biggest flower we've made so far. Oh, I'm excited to see how this one turns out. This one's got a lot of layers. I didn't put the bloody thing underneath, did I? Forgot again. Voila. This one's a little bit of a mess, but it's pretty, just a bit messy. Okay, let me show you all the flowers that I have. They all have to dry for an hour and a half before I can spray them. I will be back once that is done. I just realized I have an entire pack of yellow here. No wonder it felt like I didn't have enough yellow. Well, I'll have to hand make some yellow flowers, I think, like this one, but better. What I will say is there is a lot left over. Like, these are the leftover pieces that I haven't used yet. And I still have some orange. I have half of a white, and then I have 3 packages of yellow. So they give you a lot, which is good. Oh, I have more pink too. I actually have a lot left over. That's really good. Like a ton of leftover colors. So if you do mess up and it all blends together, you have a lot left over. Okay, here are all of the flowers together. I think the color array is perfect. I think there's just enough of everything. Maybe I could have done with one more yellow one here, possibly. But other than that, this one is my favorite by far. But these all came out very pretty, I will say. I mean, you can tell the ones that I started with versus the ones I ended up with being a little bit better.
Okay, so we have all of the big flowers done. They have been drying, hardening now for several days. We have to make some rolled flowers with this part of the kit.
I only have a little bit of white left, so I'm probably gonna have to vary the colors that I use. Mine doesn't look quite as good as theirs. Put the flower directly on the stem. The only thing I'm finding is it's not really sticking to the plastic. It doesn't stick. Use your fingers to blend it around the stem for stability, but that doesn't really work. It just like, I think you're not supposed to overthink it. I think you're literally supposed to just like quickly put it on, smush it a little bit and leave it. If you keep messing with it, it sticks even less. I think the key to it is literally just like quickly sticking, pushing, and then not touching it anymore. The more you touch it, the bigger the hole gets, the more it just like falls off. Whoa, that one came out good. Look at that one. That one's perfect. I can't wait to mess it up putting it on this stem. Yep, I did. If you look up close, they look like horrific little Play-Doh flowers. Okay, so whilst I work on my final flowers before I actually like really make the bouquet, I have to say this was without a doubt one of the most fun, relaxing, and that's saying something because I'm filming this process. So filming and crafting at the same time aren't usually things I put together as being relaxing, but despite filming this was a very, very fun, relaxing activity. And the one I purchased was $40, which is a lot of money, but they do have smaller sets as well, so you don't have to buy the big one that I did. I did not realize they had smaller ones at the time. But again, I will link every kit that they have in the description. This was a 10 out of 10 idea for Play-Doh. I can see why, I better not flick this too much, I can see why they're heavily promoting this, because obviously they've put a lot of money into it, but such a fantastic idea. I have yet to see it in the actual shops. I did a drive up for it at Target, but I've yet to like see huge displays of it. Not seen this in Michael's either, so I feel like I really hope this sticks around. I really hope this trend of like kids turned adult art supplies and craft things really like takes off. I find it hard to stick them on these sticks, but I've just found honestly it works better if I just plop it and then don't really touch it too much. Little Play-Doh flowers, I think they look really cute. This thing is made to go in here to keep them all separate and like spread out nicely. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Now the flower's fallen off of this one. This is gonna be something we don't touch. But I love that they've even put like the vase in. Is it plastic? Yes, but they still put it in. So these ones are in. Oh, that's it. You can bend them. Awesome, right, these are very delicate. You do have to be careful, but we're gonna plop that one in. This one is my favorite. This one is my favorite for sure. What was that? What was that? Something fell. Ignore the mess behind me. My office is an absolute friggin' mess right now. We do still have Play-Doh left over though, which is good. They've literally thought of everything. These are different sizes. Some are long and some are short, so they like naturally fall like a bouquet does. This is just, yeah, this is a 11 out of 10 kit, seriously. I rarely give that rating for anything, but this is seriously so well, so well done. Some of them are like crooked as well. At least I think it is. I don't think I did that. All right, so we have these. Let's stick the little flourishes in. There. Oh, it's so cute though. Theirs clearly looks more impressive, but they've probably spent a long time arranging this versus me. It looks cute. I feel like from a distance, that's like a legit looking bouquet. It's only when you look closer, you're like, huh, that looks a bit naff. I really would not like to move with these. I feel like you'd literally have to like hold them in the car like this if you moved. This was my first attempt though. I feel like if I was to do this again, I would be able to do a better job. But the more I did, the more I kind of understood how to put them together. But yeah, I love, they've included everything you need. You have the vase, you have the little thing that separates it, you have the flourishes, the stems are different shapes, different sizes, you can bend the flowers in any direction, so you can really spend a long time arranging this. Okay, I really enjoyed this. This is finishing spray, so I honestly think this is probably just like Mod Podge, so I'm gonna go ahead and spray this. I think it's either some sort of like adhesive or like a top coat. I don't think it's supposed to come out like that. It's supposed to come out like a spray. Okay, well, it's just squirting my flowers with like random stuff. I'm gonna knock off just a little bit because the spray is not spraying as it should be. Literally just like, it's not supposed to do that. It's supposed to be a mist.
Okay, so I actually didn't talk too much about the fact that the spray is just not working as it should be, because I just assumed that maybe I had like a faulty lid. It had clogged up a little bit. I just needed to like poke some holes in it. But I actually posted a short of this set on my Instagram. I had comments and messages from people asking if I had the same issue with the spray that Evan and Caitlin did, which, and I know of Evan and Caitlin, I don't really know much about them, I don't watch their channel, but apparently they made a video about this. Apparently they also had an issue with the spray. So clearly there is an issue with the components of that spray bottle.
Play-Doh, amazing job. Seriously, 10 out of 10. Such a good kit. I want to make more. This is a great gift. Honestly, just so much fun. Anyway, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know your thoughts on this kit and if you would try it for yourself. And again, if you want to check it out, I will link it in the description down below. But for now, thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Take care of yourselves and I will see you in the next video.